stepping back, I think that if we're moving away from this era of dominance of the global economy and the global system by one big hegemon, the US, into this much more multipolar world, of course, India is rising as well, and it's third economy in the world, as I mentioned before, and a very big one in terms of population. But we've got China, obviously, that we're focusing on here. The somewhat irony is we've had this big conversation in the West in the last 10, 15 years about diversity, about inclusion. But we don't seem to apply that as much to the international realm, where I would like to see more of a recognition that China and India and Japan and Europe and the US, they all have different histories. They have things in common. There are shared, humanistic values, obviously, but we shouldn't be I don't think I'm a US citizen, should be pushing our so-called values down the throat of everybody else in the world. We should be a little bit more inclusive and a little bit more welcoming of diversity. And this is actually a message that's coming from the Chinese leadership, as you know, Salwa, I'm sure. If you look at the readouts from the different meetings between the presidents or high-level diplomats on either side, China is sending a message to the US, which the US doesn't seem to be hearing or wanting to hear too much about. Look, we are different from you, but please respect those differences and let's figure out a way to get on.